Looking for a new course in nursing and paramedical course? Admissions open at one of the most top colleges in the country. East-West Group of Institutions, Bangalore, recognized by Indian Nursing Council and Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science. Choose your courses on your screen. Hurry up! Limited seats available. For more details, contact the link given below.
Kajing Hiar jong ka Pule Puthi ha Jylla Meghalaya kumbakala pau pajba lingba ka kaipot performance grading index PGI kalawan ra ya kajing sngokya ha padang ki pajba bat ki bria ki badan benta ha ka liang ka Pule Puthi ha ka ba ki bon kila ai jing mot bat kila dawa ya ki lat ki lenti ban ken teu biang ya ka Pule Puthi ha ka Jylla. Habakran Shakilat Pathai Kubor haka Arpusan Tarik Jillio Arja Arpunrio Joint Secretary ka Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC uba Manuel Badwar Uloong. Baka Pule Puthi kam day tang ka kamram jong ka Sorkar India ne ka Sorkar Jylla Marway henry ka deban long ka jinga trailang ka bajanay hapadang baro ki bayadan benta. Uba Manuel Badwar ulakenno baka Sorkar Jylla ka Shaniah Palat ha ka Sorkar padang bat kamsyam lapan lejing mut pura haki benta ki bakongsan ban kentiu ya ka Pule Puthi hapo ka Jylla. Ulakdauru babon na kino hikai ki haban pendap ya ki waipat ki kam Sorkar ki ba omdei benta jong ka kam hikai ka bola kta jor ya ka por baga jingla jong ki ban pelejing mot haka kam ram ka bakong san jong ki kat kum ka jing tho jong u lada ka ni ka kam trai kam ka dang yai beteng ka Jylla ka nang yai mat chu shu ya ka jing hiar ha ka Pule Puthi bat kan kta pat ya ka lawai jong ki samla Pule ha Meghalaya.
If you ask me, I'm 150% agreeing with you because it's a concurrent list, right? Education is not just a responsibility of the central government, and education is also not just a responsibility of the state government. They work both hand in hand, right? The problem with the state government here is basically we are living in a notion that we have to keep on depending. The education system has to be dependent on the center, even though yes, as per the spending. In proportion to the GDP, we're not as bad as what the center is doing. We're doing far better. But it does not translate to actually results, right? So why it's not translating to results? I think it's because the government itself, in most of the time, in most of the cases, is not really focusing on what is required to be focused upon. There's a lot of opportunity which is being wasted. When I go around and I speak to many people from the teaching staff and who run schools and so on and so forth, most of the teachers do tell me, and it's a common knowledge that everybody knows, that most of the teachers are burdened with so many other work rather than teaching itself. Yeah, right? So when you're burdened with so many administrative work just because the government wants certain data, and those data keeps on changing every week or so, it just shows that everybody is in a, what we call as running helter-skelter, right? You're like a chicken with no head, and you're running from pillar to post, and you're not going to reach anywhere. And if you have an education system which is like that, and you have the teaching staff which exactly is not being guided in a proper manner, then obviously education is suffering and will continue to suffer. I think the government has to put its foot down. We all know that the center itself is not concerned about the education system, whether it's in the state or in the country as a whole. But the state has to put its foot down and work on what it feels is a priority. Because this has nothing to do with politics. This has everything to do with the future of this country, the future of the state. And we cannot afford to keep on being like this, right? So when we're being rated as one of the worst, please remember one thing. It's not necessary. It could be also a government agenda, right? Because the BJP as such per se does not like minority-run institutions, correct? And the minority-run institutions in the state is doing fairly well, if you ask me. Yes, from the government's perspective, we are failing in many other parameters. So we have to strike that balance, and I think the government of the state knows a lot better than me, and they have a lot more data than me. So I think there are low-hanging fruits which has to be plucked as fast as possible, and we just hope that they plug it as fast as possible, because we cannot just keep on having lip services, right? Because I think we've heard lip services for the past 3-4 years now, and it's getting just worse as the years pass by. Yeah.
Habatin, page bahagi kishap, kashap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataye kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut page ya kashap plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kum ki vitamin bat ka iron la icon diat bat ka bathau bha kam khta ka dur jing ki mar bam ka jing mat la ni ka rukom shed yaki.
Balehi banai kita.
Ka don ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition ba kham bha ka jing im ba kham bha pendon kam daki mar bam madon ka sharp plus f menta kasni.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.